2% today. This is all-time highs after earnings. So they reported as well after market yesterday. This is 140. Yesterday we're at 170 for Bill.
Bill, good old Bill there, making some moves there. Good trading there. We're going to still try to trade some of this luck in here, but we don't want to get caught, as this can be very, very violent trading here on LKNCY. As you guys can see right now, a lot of volume, over 10 million shares right there. We took some sixes there, out of fours. Not a big trade at all. Neil going back in. Unfortunately, Pinterest does fall down a hole, so Pinterest goes bare.
All right, what's going on, guys? We're back. We had a little late start today. It is what it is, but we're finally back. Hopefully you guys are having a freaking awesome day. Let's see.
I did add to that one, so we're gonna have to live with it. Holding 55, which was my entry price. I just saw Sava break to the upside, so I don't know which one I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna go poo-poo for Sava, poo-poo for pins, and should have been long that LAIX off of the open. Here comes what might be a VWAP bounce, and again, I want to caution here because, look, there's no news on this stock. It's a low float name. It's literally done 2 times its float. Well, almost 2 times its float already. But I've seen these ones go semi-parabolic before, especially even after a pullback where I'd be thinking about shorting it. So I'll give the first pullback a try.
All right, so we're looking at the Nasdaq right now. I think that's a really good opportunity right now. Just short it. So we'll see for a continuation to the downside.
We just had a couple missteps. Okay, Neo's no misstep right now as we continue to go to the high side right now on NIO. We'll see if we can get.
So we'll see what we do there. Nasdaq looks like it wants to come down. Dow 30, it's a bit choppy, but it looks like it eventually wants to come down. But we'll see. There's no significant level on top, so I'm gonna be careful with that. We'll see. Same with Russell 2000. Same with that. We're going to be careful with that and not overrush a trade because it is Friday. You don't really want to rush into a trade, especially on a Friday. So to be honest, I'm chilling. I haven't been really attuned to the markets this week, so I'm not going to go ahead and try to place a trade and go aggressive today, and just be my normal kind of trading aggression, as you could say. Just because I haven't been trading this week much, and you know, I feel like I haven't been really attuned to what the market has been doing lately. So just gonna take it easy for today.
I think if it goes again, there's a decent shot that it retests the high of the day, which is 1165, believe it or not, for a 250 stock yesterday.
All right, so let's go ahead and pull up Ninja Trader.
This was one of the original movers when the pandemic first started. Medical
the chart.
MTP on the Nasdaq coming back to the upside. 350 important level, then 380 from yesterday. Had a huge move to the upside yesterday, down big time, but showing some strength for MTP.
Okay, AMC on the move again now, guys. So all right, boom, nice little win right now. So we'll do whatever this is. Let me see what this one is. We got some new ones here. Oh, it's the flying one. Okay, I like this one because I can talk about it as it goes there. And then out comes the chef's jacket. I don't know what that is. Okay, but here we go to the high side, 57.50. We just took some out at 40s. A nice little long here on.
All right, Dow 30. Looks like it's trying to come down.
Nice win today.
Fuck, trying my eyes.
I can't say enough about this. How good this stock is. If you guys have access to, you know, the pink sheets with OTC markets, I think you definitely got to look at Luckin Coffee, over 11 million shares today. There goes AMC. We took that long right through 1135, guys.
Yeah, I just got out of AMC. Thank goodness when that broke through that 7 even area. But that Luckin Coffee for me, I mean, I haven't traded yet, but this is going to be, you can't ignore this anymore. It's getting a little.
All right, Nasdaq looks like it's trying to reject off that high. Let's see what we do here.
Oh goodness, I got to try this one on Luckin Coffee. 11 million shares, that's good enough. Liquidity is always going to be a concern, guys, when you're trading over in the OTC markets. But I wouldn't be too worried about it. GameStop, for those of you watching, it is making a bit of a push to the upside. Here's 65.
Okay, Russell looks like it's weaker right now.
Like a bit of a reversal, just to give you a bit of perspective. That's not much in GameStop, but there was a small level here in the afternoon at 65. It tried to level off at this price.
S&P 500 looks like it's trying to come up.
But you can probably guess the first thing I'm going to try and do is be short off of that level, maybe with a quick little scalp reversal, let's call it, through 65, being big level potentially on GameStop.
Okay, I'm just canceling all this stuff here because.
Yeah, it looks really kind of choppy right now on the Nasdaq on the 1 minute chart. So we could try to maybe resist, make divergence, and come up top. All right, Devon, we're up about 3.25%, which is pretty good. Let's see, Walmart we're up about 0.5%. Disney break even. Tesla 0.5%. McDonald's. Ooh, GameStop. Look at that. I completely forgot about GameStop. We're up about 23%. So finally having one green day after just literally like a really kind of a red flush. And yeah, we'll see what we do today on GameStop and AMC. Maybe we could see something really crazy, but I doubt that. But we'll see. We'll see. I have my options expiring with AMC today. So at least I think one of my options are expiring today. So it's gonna be a loss. It's gonna be like it's gonna be a 1.5% loss on my account. But again, I'm okay with taking that loss. Or I guess 1.5% of my whole overall portfolio. Because I really don't have a specific account whenever I trade options. So basically 1.5% of my whole portfolio. But I'm fine with that, to be honest. I knew that I was taking that risk whenever I was placing AMC, especially with like the meme stocks, and like I was, to be honest, I was trying to trade it with the people, so it was part of a meme. But I did have a strategy, a fundamental play as well as a technical play. Not as a really good technical play as I really wanted to, but it is what it is. Yeah, it looks like we're just rejecting hard off that, and then we're having divergence right over here. So we may come back up just like yesterday, if you guys remember. Choppiness, reversal, and today looks like there's more liquidity right now. So I am actually cool. We're looking for an out entry right there, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's see if we do something. So if we close bullish, I'm gonna go in right over here for a continuation. We'll see what happens here. But that's basically almost the same scalping level, literally. On the break of the 50 and 800 EMA, RSI is through TL and liquid 50. It's not in summer mode yet, so that's a minus, but it is what it is. The only thing downside of this particular setup is because your risk reward will be kind of way farther. Risk reward will be over here, which is about 22.5 pips. We'll see. Maybe we make a lower high. We'll see. It's interesting though that this particular stop on this system is the stop of the 21 EMA right over here, or around the 21 EMA, I would say. We'll see. All right, so we're trying to bounce off that 21 EMA level. GameStop is trying to push higher. What's going on, guys? What's going on? I gotta read the chat here. Looking currently at silver in the 1 hour. Looks like it will cross the 15. Second time with below divergence. Yeah, we'll see. Silver, it's kind of where I guess people were saying it's a short squeeze, but I will be careful with that because gold is coming down. Like metals in general are coming hard right now, so I'll be just really careful with that. Even though we're having some kind of fundamental play, I wouldn't say fundamental play. I would say just, I guess, traders trying to short squeeze it. I'll still be a little bit careful and making sure that you have your risk according to your plan. GameStop. Okay, so we're trying to push higher right now. I'm looking to get in on it. I think I'm gonna trade the Nasdaq contract right over here because I do think it's gonna push higher. Let's see. All right, let's see. GameStop literally just bounced from $49, yeah, $50 to all the way to $66, so almost $20 right there. Bro, in the live stream, join the Telegram. How's your mentor? Alright, Trevor, get the fuck out of this fucking live stream, bro. I don't need you in here fucking telling you, what you trade on a Friday. First of all, I'm trading fucking stocks, so big difference whenever you trade Forex and stocks. Whenever, and indices on NFP.
Yeah, but GameStop's still heading to the highs. That's in withdrawal.
Yeah. Let's go. We're bullish. We're going upside here on AMC, we're just cashing out now a little bit.
Yeah, GameStop literally is just bouncing really hard on that. So that's kind of a really good play. Not a really good play, but I guess a good start from having a really red week. Literally. Just, yeah, really red week, guys. It's freaking being crazy on GameStop. Just a flush for traders. So I guess this is kind of a good kind of good day. It looks like it could be a good day for a Friday. NASDAQ looks like it's still chopping at that level. AMC, it's about 3.6%. What I think it's interesting is Blueberry or Blackberry, excuse me, is that, you know, we do have a really good kind of technical play coming here on Blueberry, where there's, you know, bullish diverges, and then we have, like, the thing with stocks is, like, diversion works really well with stocks, which, you know, that's one of the reasons why my scalping system works, and why you can kind of relate it to the higher time frames, where, you know, it breaks sort of that significant level, and on the 1 hour, it's coming off, actually the 4 hour, it's coming off that 50 EMA right there. So looking at the 4 hour chart on Blueberry, that's actually a really good technical play, as it's trying to bounce off that level. So that's a really good technical play. So I may go ahead and try buying some stocks, some shares in Blackberry. Probably tomorrow, we'll see. I mean on a Monday. Okay, looks like we're rejecting right now, so we're gonna take it as a collapsing dragon right now.
And I'm trying to watch one to trade the other, which is absolutely crazy, and it just halted to the upside. So we have a volatility.
We'll see if it breaks sort of this low. I'm gonna take it as a collapsing dragon signal right over here.
I mean, if this is gonna be like a second or a tertiary squeeze on game,
but at the same time, I do have to be careful because there's divergence. But it is, again, it's rejecting off that level right over here. It's a strong kind of red or green move right off that level. So even though like we're at this significant level and we have some bullish divergence, we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and trade this on my future account, so on my MT4 account, because I'll be able to get in and out really much more quicker than my MT4 account.
Bang, up to 33 1/4. Nice little 25-cent win there. We just continue to annihilate that stock. A good trade. Obviously, it would have been better to get it down here, but my trading style is quick scalping in and out. So we do that on Palantir. And yeah, by the way, man.
Yeah, so I'm risking about 11.7 points to make about from that low.
We go Nepa, and then we rip this thing to the high side. So there goes AMC. Bang, 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 bang to the high side right there. Pardon my French, but that was a good trade as we continue to go higher. Get out of some more
order filled.
I'm just taking that quick scalp right there.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25-cent win. Let's go, Brendan.
Big move for Zoom here, guys, as well as if you need more to look at Zoom. 388 to 408 in a straight line here. 5%.
So trash, bro. Get the fuck out of the stream, bro. I don't know why you just joined the stream and say, join my Telegram, join my Telegram. Dude, no one's gonna fucking join your Telegram. Go fucking shit on someone else's stream. Alright, so we're in profit right now. I'm about to close for a quick scalp. Look at that move. Look at that red or green move right there. Actually, I'm not selling right now. I'm waiting for that really red flush right there. If I don't see it, then I'm gonna go ahead and get out. So if we bounce off that level, I'm gonna get out. But looks like we're not bouncing. Let's go. Let's see.
Order filled.
I just closed out.
So we're gonna wait for that as I was counting it up. It stopped at 25, and that's where my offer was. So we misstepped on that one there. Yeah, a lot of opportunities missed on Luck and Coffee.
Order filled.
But it's hard to trade pink sheets when you're on the show. So let's just wait to watch this one. 70 going to the high side right now. Luck and Coffee, a lot of trades.
That's unfortunate. I could have made a little bit better profits right there. That's my fault. We'll see what we do here. So we just broke off that die level. Yeah, this thing could definitely pop, continue going lower right there. Support will be off the 200 EMA, which I'm gonna go ahead and try buying it. I think that's a really good level and buying it right there.
Neo still, man, doing absolutely nothing. So I'm holding on to absolutely nothing here. We have a low amount of shares, but enough to make it work if it runs. So let's just wait to see if it
Okay, we had just a big kind of red or green move right there.
And Cost is the other name, one of the other names that we're talking about here in terms of those.
So these are my trades that I just took right over here.
It does feel like,
So I sold it right over here on this candle,
nothing just
and then basically got out at this candle right over here. So I did manage to get a really good really good kind of movement right there. And basically I got out whenever I didn't see a continuation. Whenever I don't see like a really good continuation pattern, like whenever I see a bounce and then a big green flush like that, I'm just gonna get out.
And GameStop, at this point, I might even assume that
So
high side, just the way that
yeah, we're up about what?
going still. I don't know
We were up like $200 or close to $200, but now we're only up $115. So it is what it is on my future account.
On this bad boy, and we just continue to watch this going to the high side, man. Look at these longs, bang, bang, all the way upside. You can see the
So this is a collapsing dragon trade. It's basically whenever the Bollinger Bands collapse against each other.
You guys gained some, and it looks like it's working right now on AMC. They're buying it back up. Great trade. Thank you for that one, guys. We didn't believe in it initially, but then when we saw some resistance down here on this flush, back to view up, that's when we
Looks like it's still trying to bounce off this kind of diversion level right there. So that's something to be careful with, where it could literally flush back up.
Palantir, 55 cents in the money on this beauty as well.
Okay, so it looks like no reopen on GameStop. It might be a 10-minute hold. No, it just opened right now. So high side, 75.
So looking at this, it's still coming off a level right there, which is pretty interesting.
You gotta be really, really quick to catch that trade, and if you don't get it at 73, it's not worth it in my opinion because you don't want to risk too much. So I'm looking now for a 75 break up. If 75 can break to the upside, I'm gonna take that one long.
Okay, and there it is, another out right there, guys, on this one. So
Kind of a flush right there.
A bit of diamond hands right here on Palantir as it's going in. Yeah, we did catch out some nice high sides there, 814, 815 on AMC.
MACD and TDI looks really bearish right now.
Let's see how high it goes now, and we'll see if we can hold this, guys. Diamond hands on AMC. Let's see if it goes higher. Through 8, through 9. Did you take that game at all?
75, 35. I just scalped some out to 76.50. It's likely, it just broke 80. It's likely to halt again, maybe at like 80. I guess 83 or 84. If it's gonna halt on me, I'll try to get out of my shares. I don't want to hold through success. You know what? It's ridiculous. I think it's going to halt. So I'm just gonna take some out here. The rest out at 82.
Yeah, Blackberry's up about 4.2%. Like it's look at that bounce. That's a really clean bounce right there. Honestly, really clean bounce.
Order filled.
I'm just taking a quick scalp on a continuation.
I would have had to chase it down, hands away, and then 75 break was what I was looking for. But I'm never trying to hold through an upside halt. It's just not. And again, look, fantastic, because if you did it 2 successive times here, you're deep in the money. I'll take it out at the top and then look for another trade on the reopen.
Looks like AMC's up about 12% for the day.
Reopen for this trade, in and out rather quickly. Probably 2/3 of it out too fast. Actually, I do think there when I only took a couple of bucks. But either way, nice little $7 winner here on GameStop. It's likely a 5-minute halt again, so we'll check back in at 10:05 when this does reopen, and got to look over at cost to see what happens. Cost actually coming down off the top there, so interesting. I kind of thought this would still be on the high. Cost, relative weakness for sure.
Okay, guys, and congratulations. Go get them over there, Trader Pratt, if you hear me.
It looks like GameStop is up about 50% for the day, so that's a good flush. So it went from 50 to 80 right there. So if it breaks off this 50 level, then I do think it's going to come up much higher for the day.
As we go long there, I'm not losing much. We identified that there was an issue on initial breaks. It goes up to view up, we get out, and there's it breaking that bottom. So now we'll hold very, very small. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, if anyone's on Palantir, we go long on Palantir right here, and what a great trade that was for us. Oh, here, we call it up. I don't even have it on your screen there. Look at this, up to $34 on Palantir. Look at this trade, 33 in.
It looks like Russell 2000 looks like it's trying to come down right now. So I am interested in trying to take a trade on the Russell.
Coming to the upside, pitchers now making new lows, guys. Brendo at the big screen.
Hey guys,
Chart.
let's have a look at North American markets. Positive, but only just hanging on to gains here for U.S. markets. Anyways, the S&P a 0.25%. The Dow about the same, but look at the Nasdaq here. Yeah, it's a 100 all 0.86% here in Toronto, 0.3% for the TSX. Brazil also in positive territory.
Yeah, Russell is.
To consider still. Yeah, pins. Wanted to mention
We're gonna see a flush down, I believe, in the Russell.
Yesterday, that was the one that just got taken out that Sean was mentioning. But volume just through the roof this morning on Pinterest. So 4.
Looks like we're still rejecting off that level right there. GameStop, looks like we just halted right there on 82. So it's interesting to see exactly why we're seeing kind of a big flush today, and why we didn't see that yesterday or like the previous days. Which, I mean, it could be, the reason could be, again, like today options are expiring. So, you know what that means is you have to buy shares, like whatever, it's like a put or a call or whatever. So we'll see. Like, it looks like we just came down.
And then, no, it didn't actually break. I thought it actually broke that 20 there. It did not. I got triggered in anyways. You know what, we'll just get out because we don't want to pay the spread there. Naked Brent did not break 20 even. It must have been like a dark pool print that triggered me. As long as 20 breaks, I'll take it. But I'm looking for a high break on GameStop. So if it ends up being 85, fair. But if this opens down at like 80 even, I'm actually probably going to be looking for a short trade, guys, as more so than the long. So that's going to be the look for me on GameStop. Likely 85 in the reopen. If it reopens above 85, I don't know that I have a long entry, to be honest with you guys. I'd like to break out trade, not sort of just taking it automatically at any price.
Okay, yeah, we're probably going to dump a little bit left. We only have 15% left of our Palantir, and it just touched up 34.20. Didn't notice that there, so that would have been a great out. We'll see if we can suffer through this dip down and get some back out in the 50s if it does come through. So we are going to look at that coming out soon as well.
Order filled.
Okay, looks like we're trying to come back up now.
But that keeps failing, man. Maybe 1150 is a little bit of a better spot right there on Ford. So we'll wait to see if that can come through. But other than that, man, it just continues to be a big day for us. We've been trading a few different names today that you may have not seen. Luck and Coffee.
Yeah, those bounces are not really kind of a continuous bounce right over here.
And that means same as Chapter 11, but for US.
Just looking at the RSI, looks like it's trying to come up.
Jeff Mendel for that shout out as well, letting us know exactly what that means.
Absolutely, and look, it's all about getting you the news that comes as it is. We didn't know what that was. We knew it was going to be an actionable stock. I mean, certainly, it looks like maybe 20 seconds or so until like GameStop reopened. This is where my eyes are going to be glued. I want to see what's going to happen here. The other play too, and remember, I actually just got in on a.
Yeah, I may, because I am looking to get in short on the Russell right now. I may just go ahead and just wait for it, because I don't like trading against all the indices at once. But if we see a strong flush on the Russell 2000, then I may go ahead and take that. We'll see.
Yeah, actually, no, I did get it there. So, I mean, it broke and then immediately slammed back to the downside. Yeah, this is going to go. Looks like we could fail here. I'm going to get it.
Brent, up, Ben.
No, shaking it.
Turbine, guys. One from yesterday. This is an earnings play from yesterday. Big move. You can see into all-time high territory on the daily chart. Here we are again. More all-time highs for Digital Turbine, guys, up 10% today.
Shaking out like paper hands there. 93s. 93s.
Booyah!
95s.
Good job, trader Prad there. Yeah, sorry about that, Neil. We get shaken out all the time on these trades. I mean, yesterday I had some big examples for me as well. And yeah, there goes GameStop. So we can look at that there. You guys asked about that reopen, but whatever. I mean, it goes to 94, 95, and then now it's at 89, so whatever. I mean, what does it reopen there? 85, I think, I guess it reopened. Ripped to 95. So really, we're
First down halt might be a
this
short.
right now on AMC, guys. 780. We're still long at 7. So that's been a great trade for me today, guys.
The first down halt, if it looks like it's going to halt down, that might be the turn on the stock if I have to play it. I think that's usually a good way to look at it. But it's about to take 90 for the second time. 95 to the dime is the new high of the day. So when 85 almost cleaned to 90.
It looks like we're bouncing right there.
First, downward halt. I think if it breaks like 82, that might be where it would halt to the downside. Maybe like an 80 even. But I don't want to guess at it. I want to see it looking like it's about to.
Yeah, we're getting out
It's just literally like the same pattern, guys. I knew taking this short, we definitely had something to be careful with because of the like rising RSI. It's interesting though because like whenever there's divergence, it's really hard to find really accurate entries on this particular system. I wouldn't say accurate. I would just say like continuous action. Having like a really continuous action. I mean, this one was a 2.4 hour trade, so I It's still a good trade, to be honest, but still. Divergence really doesn't give the system a continuous move, usually, which, I mean, it makes sense.
If Valeria's around, maybe we can throw to her and see what's up with some of these legs at some point. But right now, big time money being made over here. We're going to do this one. I love this because I have really no idea.
I may take this as an out entry based on the scalping system, just to get a tighter stop loss.
I'm going to hope for a bit of a bear action on this.
So we have MACD rising, RL30 rising, well, not slightly rising, but Dragon is rising, RL10 cross right there. Looks like we're trying to bounce off that Bollinger Band mean. So I may go ahead and try taking this kind of trade frame, just for a tighter stop loss and having a smaller risk overall. We'll see. It is choppy, so I may give it room, to be honest. You know, just give it some room. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, because I get fucked so many times whenever I really tight stop loss. Usually, like, if there's a really continuous trend move, then yeah, I'll do that, but to be honest, 31 points, it's, I don't know, 31 points is a lot. Usually, my average is 21 points, I mean, around 20 points.
Micro caps, whatever stocks you want to trade, big cap names, I'm on all of these guys. Look at this go to the high side as we continue on that stock. So big time trade there. Meme stocks, we're on meme stocks today. We're on Palantir today. We're on Ford today. Wish we weren't on Ford today, but we are on Ford today.
You said 3M?
Off the open, we take that out 1190, and then it fails averaged in.
Is that a ticker?
Averaged in. This was my big average in, so the drop isn't huge, but it's enough to make me pissed off. That's Ford to the downside. I still like that 1160 break, but again, I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I think I'm gonna take a starter position right now on mini NQ.
If this was like last week,
Order filled.
Yeah, I did. I just took a starter position.
300, these other moves to the upside. I wouldn't be playing this one until it reopened after the down halt. But in this particular case, after it's leveled off the first leg, there aren't as many shorts in it. Certainly, as there were last week, down to like that 50%. Some people were talking about throwing that number around. It seems relatively accurate. Either way, I'm going to get.
Where's my time and cells?
You know what your downside risk
Time and cells. Here we are. We got time and cells here.
More likely that even a bad reopen is going to be in the 85 to 86 range, and I would get out the bulk of my shares at that price. So we also have the ability to guarantee and lock in market on open order, which does fill in the event of an auction, which is what this is, of course. Any reopen on the.
It looks like Russell's trying to come down again. I don't know.
2/3 of it.
I'm a bit kind of I'm not really good at trying to take something long and trying to take something short on like a market that's correlated. So I'm just sticking to what I do better.
But I kind of, it was a trade that I liked the most. That probably shouldn't be true, and it is. JG was one that I was watching for the turn, and my goodness, there was some fishiness happening in the pre-market at 850 all morning long, and when it halted to the downside, it was right in front of the 850 and then reopens. These are things you got to watch. Now, these previous, I guess, support and resistance in the pre-market levels, forget about the fact that it traveled $4. When it comes back in, it's still good, even after that retrace when it goes to that 850 level. So JG, a bit of a missed opportunity.
Looks like we're trying to reject off that level.
One way or the other, I'll get the bulk of it out when that does.
I placed a really small position, so I'm okay on taking the full stop loss. Because it's about, yeah, it's really small. It's like, I'm down like $1. Oh, let's see. I'm looking at the Russell right now. It's just really, it's really hard to not try and take it short right now. We'll see. I'm just gonna stick to it's. I'm trying not to get FOMO out of it because it is hard to get FOMO on something that looks really good.
All right, back to let's go. Yeah, so Palantir right now 66 cents, still in the money to the high side there.
But I'm just gonna go ahead and stick to my trading plan.
Now we still have Ford as well, and AMC still 61 cents in the
Looks
money.
like GME we just bounced from all the way up to $91.
What's up, Brand?
VGAC, we talked about this one, Richard Branson's SPAC yesterday. Down today.
Oh, come on, AMC. AMC is still doing its thing.
23 and me, if you remember from yesterday. So a nice move again today for VGAC.
And of course, it's going to happen. I go over to GameStop and say.
Looks like Nasdaq is trying to come lower. Let's see.
Naked Brands breaks 20 even while I'm sitting here in that halt. This was probably as clean a trade as you're going to see. I was messing around with the short before. This was when it didn't break, but I got triggered into a 120. I just got out of it right away.
Yeah, man.
Like
Russell looks like it's just trying to flush right now, which could be one of the reasons why we're seeing a flush right now on the Nasdaq.
Do not forget on naked brands. I think we talked this level before, but that 11, so the 140, and there's GameStop. It does open. I got the opening print. We'll see what that is.
But that's such a good, like looking at the roster right now, that's such a good sell.
Good, yeah, nice trade there, buddy. Yeah, trade that GameStop
Man,
very well.
getting film right now.
On the short on GameStop.
We'll see.
AMC, so yeah, still to be determined. I guess shouldn't say that until it happens. Okay, so I just got out of my call there for AMC, so thank God for that. We took that out, $2 calls, just got hit for 550 there, so good little move to the upside on AMC there. Good call on that one. And then there's the move over, and I guess because these guys
USD, we had that reversal, which is kind of unique. UJ reversal too, which is kind of telling us maybe we could see a bounce on the higher time frames. Ooh, seeing a bounce right now. Look at that bounce. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get in right now
Order filled.
on one contract on the Nasdaq.
And it's trying to bounce off of that. If it takes out 80, I'll just be out. Otherwise, I want to see if we can't get this back down to that home price at 73.50. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Might have got a little bit greedy with this one, Sean.
Maybe, but you know what, greed is good sometimes, and like just like here, guys, you know, we held this one. We got greedy on AMC, no doubt about that. We were down on it early, and then we just said that's enough.
You're looking at the 2 hour, 2 hour, let's see, 4 hour, 2 daily chart.
One call left from $2 calls there. Naked brands, Neil, I know you're looking at that one as well.
Yeah, so looking at the daily chart right here on UJ, we're bouncing off that 200 EMA, which that's a really good level. Like honestly, guys, when was the last time where it hits 200 EMA? It's been a long time. Like looking at UJ right there, like holy, like it's respected the 50 like since June of last year really well.
It's one of those, if it's squeezing and you're short to the upside, you're probably going to have quick trigger to get out of it when it looks like it's a bit of a turn. I should have taken 72 when I had the chance.
Let me get really quick order ticket.
On the short side there. And the plan to get out on the reopen also probably cost an extra $4 or $5 on that short on GameStop. Either way, that was the structure of the trade that said the entire 5 minutes during the halt, so I stuck with it. It's definitely going to cost some of the upside, or it gets in this case downside of the short trade, Brennan.
But yeah, it's respected to 200 EMA really well for like a last year and a half, I would say.
Very, very strong today, guys, on Zoom.
Okay.
So you know, looking at the 200 EMA, definitely looking for the 200 EMA, which looks like we just literally came up to the 200 EMA right now. So we have dive right over here. So looking at the 1 hour chart, we have divergence right over here. So this is kind of my favorite kind of trade to take, type of trade to take, trading it off significant levels on the higher time frames.
I mean, that's the value right there. Someone said, look, do you guys trade off catalysts? And like when you see a stock starting to go there, you start to think, okay, what's up with this? Brendan comes, and then there it is now, 414 up to the day's high there. And yeah, what a mover there. Zoom is here today.
Sorry, I'm looking at Nasdaq right now.
SNDL 114, not looking great.
Being really careful with this and getting out right now.
Quick time. We did get out. Well, we're still holding NEO. We're holding very. You're gonna see me down $1 on NEO. I'm not even talking about it because it's not even affecting my net there. That's how small the shares are. I love AMD pickup on the downside, but right now we got to get back to view up. It's got to break 87.50 before I look at it again.
Yeah, and it looks like almost made top wick on that GameStop there. I'm now eyeballing.
Yeah, Russell is just coming down. I would have made so much money on that. Dang it.
Not because it's not the price. It's actually the fact that GameStop is looking like it's going to head to that 72.
Yeah, should be focused more on other instruments than Nasdaq. For a week that Nasdaq has been really choppy.
Weak side of a turn. This is what's happening. And as long as we're
at least for me.
sitting here chasing this offer, you know, I'm not going to chase too far. I just tried to get like 24s, 25s. I was able to just get 23s there. I won't chase it too far to the downside. But I thought GameStop might halt if it approached at 70. It's at 72 now. It's continuing to push to the downside. So I'll play it over in naked brands instead off of this high of day.
Yeah, I love naked brands. I love it breaking. And actually, if you look at naked brands, I know Neil's going to play the short, but I think anyways. NAKD, I think that's what you said. NAKD over here. This was the level here, the 20. This is a 20 period. I still think we can test this. So we're going to go long through 136 right here on naked brands. So let's wait to see if that comes.
Looks like Zoom just broke off that 50 EMA.
That play. We'll wait to see. NEO, okay, maybe enough is enough. We went long there, and it's continuing to go to the downside, down 2.4% right now on NIO. So we will wait.
All right, so we're rejecting off that level. I don't know. I think it's still gonna hold and still gonna continue going higher for the rest of the day. For the rest of the day, in my opinion. But for right now, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take the L. Go ahead and take that L, and then basically wait for the day. Cause like yesterday, guys, you clearly know if you guys attended yesterday's stream, we were just early. You know, we were just early on that. So eventually, it did come all the way high, all the way made a new high of the day, basically. So I'm just gonna be patient with it, and just concentrate. Basically, just being patient with it, because I do think it's gonna continue going higher, just like yesterday. It's gonna take its sweet time.
If I can on naked brands, there does not break a 125, and I just get punched out at 125. So I'm gonna get back into 24 if I can. But the LAIX, I was about to say, right to the pre-market breakout at 6 even. Maybe it holds that. It doesn't feel like it. If it breaks, this was a $2 stock yesterday. There's still more that it could go to the downside. It is 10:20. It's time for our small cap recap. Brendan is at the big screen.
Hey guys, small cap time. Yeah, let's jump into what was moving around in the pre-market here. This one was from yesterday, if you remember, on the daily chart here. Monster move on Lizzie, all the way up to 19. So 18, 19, top end of the range, which is where we started in the pre-market this morning. Depending on where you started looking at this, 18 and then 17.
Order filled.
Little consolidation there as we headed towards the open on Lizzie. So yeah.
Order filled.
All right, so I just got out fully now. Yeah, we'll wait. We're gonna wait and see. It's gonna take its sweet time, so I'm gonna go ahead and just let it be, and not try to go again with FOMO. I mean, I am getting FOMO with Russell because I could have made so much more money on it, but that's my fault. I guess I need to be focused more on other instruments. So that's a little bit my fault, but UJ looks like it's coming out from a swing trade perspective, so I do like UJ a lot. There's divergence, obviously, on the 1 hour, as well as the 15-minute. To take a short on the 15-minute, it's a bit kind of, the signals are a bit too noisy, so I would go ahead and switch over toward the 1-minute chart. I mean, the 1 hour chart. But I do like that. I actually do like that a lot. We're coming off that level, so the standard risk reward procedure will be on the break of the 50, right over here. And for me, for my stop, since I'm trying to really get a good risk to reward ratio on that, I would go ahead and try trading it off a significant level. So it could either be off the 50 level for risk to reward type, or again at the high or low, at the high right there. But for me, I like to get my stops a little bit more bigger risk to reward. So 1 hour to 200 EMA, I may just go ahead and maybe scale to the 1 minute time frame and find an entry there and get like a really tight stop loss off that specific break and signal. If I can't find one, then I'm gonna go ahead and try taking an entry off my other particular system right over here to get like a really tight stop loss onto it. It looks like Nasdaq is trying to push higher again, so yeah, we're just gonna take our time. I'm not gonna rush into it. We're actually down on the day right now, so we're down about $500 right now, so it is what it is. We're about break even now for the whole week. Excuse me. But it is what it is. I'm just gonna wait. It's choppy right now, so I can't really do anything about it. And just basically wait for the continuation momentum. So you can kind of see sell, close. You can see sell, close, close, buy, close. So
trying to make some of that Pinterest hate come back here, and it was one of those situations.
It is what it is, you know.
There are 2 trades.
You just gotta continue on and looking for kind of the next continuation. So for me, it looks like Nasdaq is just chopping right now. Oh shit, what happened? So I'm just gonna wait right now and see what we do later on.
I just got out of 2/3 of it at 67 for $3 winner.
Yeah, Russell looks like it's just really weak, so that could be one of the reasons why we're seeing a break and weakness right there. So yeah, I'm cool with waiting, to be honest. I think I'm gonna make much more money on that bounce right there when I do trade it. So we'll see.
Again, thank you, Day Trade the World. Able to get 24 half. When GameStop broke down, there we go. Naked Brands broke to the downside, so got 22, 21, and 19s out there, still holding about a third of the position. If GameStop looks like it's holding downside again, I'll try to cover probably around 63 or 64 if that's the case. But right now, it's still holding at 67, 68. If it breaks back up above 70 even, I'll try to get closer.
But yeah, this could be a really good swing trade. I think I like this a lot. But I may just go ahead and scale to the 1 minute time frame and find an entry there with like a really tight stop loss for this entry signal, and then hold it over the weekend possibly if I see one. Or I may just go ahead and scale it to the 1 minute time frame once we see a break and take an entry on my other particular system based on this system's bias, or I guess trade setup. But I do like that. I do like that swing trade idea, especially as it's it's been really bullish lately. So it is kind of like it is kind of like, I guess you could say, like, probable that we're gonna see a pullback eventually from this big flush, from this big green move right over here. So it is possible that we're gonna see maybe one down day on UJ, which could be today, and then maybe a continuation of that down day. But yeah, I'm looking at that on UJ. I actually like that a lot. Nasdaq just chopping again. Like I said, again, you can see the choppiness. RSI is still rising, so there's no signal telling us that, hey, it may want to continue going lower. Looks like it's just chopping right now. As you can see, it's bouncing off these levels. If it was going to continue going down, like usually whenever it continues going down on the break of this level, you're going to see like a straight up flush, like a really big flush toward the downside. But you're not seeing that. You're literally seeing divergence right over here. Just like choppiness, like it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. You could take an entry short off here for a wrist box entry. If you guys are in the course, you guys could have taken an entry right over here for a wrist box, taking it up top like this, and taking it on this candle right over here. You just have to make sure that, again, the MACD is in confirmation. And you would have made about 1R, a little bit more than 1R on that trade if you took it as a wrist box entry like this. You're just trying to box out the red-green move. So the green move right over here, and then the red move. That's literally what you're trying to do. Box up the green-red move with a substantial risk-reward ratio, or good risk-reward, and boxing up the formation that appears like that. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll take a break right now. I'm gonna take a little break right now because I do think it's gonna take a sweet. Nasdaq is gonna take a sweet time right now, but I am thinking that it's gonna eventually bounce up for the rest of the day. So it is early. It's 9:25. It was about 11 a.m. I think 11:12 where I eventually bounced up for the rest of the day. So I'm just gonna wait, and this time I'll be able to take fully advantage of this move. I take it on both accounts, my MT4 account and my future account. But we'll wait. It's just all about being patient. You could be having a red trade or whatever, but if you have an edge in the instrument and you know exactly what to do, then you have a plan, right? So looks like Nasdaq is trying to bounce off again off that level. So we shall see. I might take a starter position on my MT4 account because I do know that the probability of it continue going down is it's starting to decrease more and more as this RSI is starting to rise. But eventually I do think this is going to come up for the rest of the day. So we're down about a little less than $500 right now. So it is what it is. You gotta be patient with it. You can't really trade the P&L. You just gotta continue on and concentrate on your trade setups and etc. So yeah, hopefully you guys are having a freaking awesome day. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm gonna take like a 5-minute break right now. And hopefully, yeah, I do think this is going to continue going up. So I'm going to wait for it, execute it, and I'm probably going to be green for the day today. Like, I've seen these kind of patterns many times, so most likely I'm going to be green. I'm going to be back green for the day, so it's just being patient again. So, anyways, hopefully you guys are having a freaking awesome day. Happy Friday to you guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions as well. If you guys have any questions again, so look at the description, link in the description or whatever. We have the course bundle right over here. and we added actually a new kind of new core study. We added live trades, so we added basically a markup session as well as you know, live trade. So you'll see me trade a specific trade live, right? So you'll see me like, okay, so I'm taking this trade, and then you can see me like the whole process of it. So this trade is about an hour long, right over here. So yeah, it's a live trade. I'm gonna be adding way more live trades. Again, guys, this is so much content right over here, so much education. So if you guys are interested, link in the description and go ahead and buy that, because I am increasing the price. Because I mean, $250 for all of this, guys. Like, come on, that's a lot. That's a lot of content for just the price. So, anyways, hopefully you guys are having a freaking awesome day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Actually, on Monday. I'm gonna be busy this weekend because I have military drill, so I'm not gonna be able to answer a lot of people's DMs or whatever. But if you guys have any questions, just direct message me or email me or whatever. We're seeing a break off that 50 right over here. Again. So keep an eye on this. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and take another starter position. So I'm only risking about like 50 bucks on this starter position. So it's that's why it's a starter position.
Order filled.
But yeah, starter position. I'm actually gonna go ahead and take a trade on my MT4 account, on a starter position on my MT4 account once I see a kind of a continuation. So once I see like a continuation of that move, I may go ahead and take a standard trade frame off that level. But anyway, so hopefully you guys are having a freaking awesome day. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Actually, Monday. I keep saying tomorrow. Monday for the next live stream. All right. So happy Friday. And this thing's moving up. We're in profit already. Let's go. And I'll see you guys later. All right.
This is what it looks like